Let's talk about Zombieland. This film was directed by Ruben Fleischer, most notably starring Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Woody Harrelson. It was released in October 2nd of 2009 with a runtime of 88 minutes. This film follows Columbus, played by Jesse Eisenberg. Basically, everything goes haywire when he lets a girl into his house that was bit by a homeless man. As she turns, she starts to attack him and attempts to bite him, but he survives this attack, only to find out that he's in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Eventually, on Columbus's journey through survival in this zombie apocalypse, he meets Tallahassee, a redneck who's obsessed with Twinkies but knows how to kick zombie ass. Let's start with Columbus. He is such a good protagonist. He is smart and he has basic common sense. He knows how to survive a zombie apocalypse. He literally has a whole list of rules in his mind and he uses them to his advantage. At the same time, though, he's not some unrealistic macho hero. He actually feels like a real person. He's funny, relatable, and down to earth, and he provides a perfect balance for this casting, and I really appreciate that about this film. Let's talk about Tallahassee. He is the funniest character in this film, from his exaggerated redneck voice to his crazy jokes and his obsession with Twinkies. He goes over the top with the humor in the best way possible. But he's also the backbone to some really exciting and really entertaining zombie action sequences. He's overall just such a well-rounded character. As characters, Columbus and Tallahassee were total opposites, but they worked so well together from both an acting standpoint and a character standpoint. I was really impressed by that, especially. I also want to note that Little Rock and Wichita worked really well together as characters, and they were really good additions to the casting in this film. I really liked the first act of this film. It did a great job introducing these characters, but it also did a really good job displaying the threat level of these zombies at the beginning. The second act of this film is really good from a comedic standpoint and a character development standpoint, but as far as pacing goes, it really wasn't that great. However, it really does pay off in the third act. Lastly, I loved the third act of this film. It really delivered, not only because of the really entertaining and exciting action sequences with these zombies, but also because the characters developed so well in the second act that at this point, the stakes were raised so high because you really care for these characters and you feel for them. I don't actually have any major issues with this film, maybe a few minor nitpicks, but putting that aside, this is such a well done comedy, but also such a good zombie film with really good characters that develop so well. If you're looking for really good pacing in the second act, then you might be coming out of this film disappointed. But in my opinion, the fact that they had such good characters and also really good comedic value really outweighs that. This was overall just a really well done zombie comedy. I'm giving Zombieland a 9 out of 10. As always, I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. And be sure to check out my new blog post. I will link that in the description. I just dropped a review for Night of the Living Dead on there.